Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my...
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank. All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Check out. Line 40. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Switch. Let's go, Mexico. Wait. Greystone, travel. Go ahead.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And incomplete to open things up. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Crawl. Hey, exit. Check, 55.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he fires one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
12, 11, 56, the mark, boy, 56. Hey, Delta. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, on. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 230. Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That one complete to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Caught here by Bell. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Luck. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Slam. Monday. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Luck now to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, Charlie.
On second and 11 now. Luck. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At the 28-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
That! Black 20. I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school. Check 3. Check. Crunch.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Black 80. Double dog. That's the way.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hatchet. Alert.
Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Snickers.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Eagles' 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Blue 30. 37. That's what I do. And we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Watch the screen. Pass. Shit. Hey, alert.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Finding Knox there, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Monday. Check. Takes both of them. Check hot route. Hot. 6 o'clock.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Elliott. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Black 20. 66 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check Snickers. 66. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
I know you felt that one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You got tight. You got tight.
Solid, 5 down.
10th carry now for Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understand.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 31, check 31. Easy, alert. 55.
Now Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian Kirk, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check it back. These two. Let's go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Check. 3 now. Easy. Check 50. And we're going 37's to Mike 37.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can't block me. Be dead. Alert. On
2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. 11 feet. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Okay, double it.
From the end zone, Love goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Love. That's complete. It's Bell. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a give coming right is Breida. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go, defense.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D, let's go.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? Like 20? 51, all day, just like that. Just like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Yeah, baby.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now, Muhammad. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From just shy of midfield, Luck looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now it's Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No. 11.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Luck on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles Eagles touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down with Cannon, and across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, here's Cannon, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Going deep downfield for Ross, and that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Luck. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Let's go, Z. Tight go, tight go, tight go. Alert, alert. 52.
They'll try to run with Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Watch the out, watch the out. Come on. Mike 20, Mike 20. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, wahoo.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Hey, high 7. 20, Mike 20.
They snap it to Locke. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.